Aloha everyone, what's up? BraddahKahuutz is back and welcome to our first team breakdown of the tournament. So we are going up against the Extreme CHRISMEN Wrestlers. The ECW is back and better than ever. I have his Mons right here, as you can see. Now, he has a lot of bulk, and that's a little bit scary. So I've been thinking that if he's going to go hyper bulky, I need to go hyper offensive to counter it. So what I've kind of been seeing is that I think he's going to actually have a mix in there. I know he's bringing the Machamp for sure because it's CHRISMEN. He's definitely going to bring the Machamp. After that, I think Ditto's a really good contender. Thinking about what Ditto can really do. I've never used Ditto in the past, but I can understand the viability. Getting the imposter ability to go off. I've seen the imposter ability go off on the G-Max Pokemon and the G-Max. That's a strategy that I never thought about until it happened to me when I was test running these games. So that was pretty cool. I definitely think he's going to bring the Gastrodon. I think he's going to see a lot of the Pokemon that I have and are weak to ground type, and are wanting to counteract that with bringing a ground type. So Gastrodon for sure. Next, I think he's going to try and bring Corviknight. Corviknight can be very bulky, but it's also, it's a defogger. It's, it has the mirror armor ability. I think he's going to try and, so I can't get my statuses off, which is fine. And because my whole team is really basing around being faster than my opponent, which I'm not too concerned because I think I outspeed almost everything with my team except maybe the Arcanine and the Vikavolt. Everything else I'm pretty sure I'm faster. Next, I think he's going to bring the Arcanine just because of that versatility with the fire and that it's a pretty fast Pokemon. And lastly, I think I want to say the Grimmsnarl, but I could also see him bringing either the Duraludon or the Corsola. So this entire team could come. And I'm not, but I prepared for those 6. So then I prepared for countermeasures if he brings other stuff. So let's get right into my team. The team that we're going to be bringing for the first match of the first game. Let me... that. So up first you can see we have Bisharp. So Bisharp is our first... trying to counteract any of his low defense and low speed mons. So I'm looking at the Vikavolt. I'm basically bringing him for the Grimmsnarl, because if he brings the Grimmsnarl, I'm pretty sure an Ironhead could take care of him. About the amount of counters that I have, I think he might be good against the Ditto. If I swap him in, have the Ditto transform into him, I could probably take care of checkmate myself with either Torrent or with either my Dracovish or Howl. Either Manitan. I named them all, so I've been calling them by their nicknames. But anyway, so yeah, Bisharp is our first one. Super good. I got a max attack, max speed. This is a pretty classic with the black glasses. Sucker Punch, Throat Chop, Iron Head, and Swords Dance. Usually I would run this with Knockoff, but since Knockoff got removed from Bisharp in this gen, big bummer, by the way. This is what we're rocking with. Up next, we got our Galarian. We're bringing our Galarian Darmanitan. So our Galarian Darmanitan is basically there to really wreck shop. I have him with the Choice Scarf instead of the Choice Band this time because I was doing some calcs, and with the Choice Scarf, Darmanitan outspeeds a lot of Pokemon, and he doesn't even need the band to get his Guerrilla Tactics off. So, best of both worlds. Got the Choice Scarf, and with his own ability, he usually one-shots things anyway, so he's really good. He's there so I can take out the Corviknight. He's also a pretty good counter against the Duraludon, in case he brings it. And the Vikavolt. The Vikavolt really doesn't want to go into this guy at all. But I think he's going to put in a lot of work. I'm a little nervous about the Machamp and the Arcanine outspeeding, because if he puts a Scarf Arcanine, that might be trouble. But I digress. Let's continue on. So the next Pokemon that we're bringing to this match is the Dracovish. So Dracovish, you can see the trend here. I saw his team being pretty bulky, and I wanted to counteract that with pretty much a high offensive set. So I got the Dracovish running the Torse Band this time. Like I said, Chrismen's team isn't that fast. So if I can... So I maxed out Dracovish's speed, and I can get the Vicious Rend off, it should put in the work that I needed to do. Giving it the Vicious Rend, Psychic Fangs, Crunch, and Rock Slide. So I put Rock Slide in specifically for that Corviknight and the Vikavolt. It's really, really good. Crunch is primarily there just for a good move. Psychic Fangs, I think, can one-shot a G-Max Machamp, I think, if I remember the calcs correctly. I don't have them up right now. But that's my plan. I think the Machamp is the Dracovish is the answer to the Machamp, in my opinion. Okay. Next, we're gonna go out into our Mimikyu. So there it is. All right, so Mimikyu, I really, really like Mimikyu. Its disguise ability pretty much gives me a free Swords Dance no matter what. Maxing out its speed so that we can really capitalize on the Swords Dance. I really like that. I know the Playrough is the Playrough. I was doing the calc. The Playrough can one-shot the Grimmsnarl. It can one-shot the Machamp, and it can one-shot the... What's the other thing to one-shot? I forget the other thing. But it's really good. I know Shadow Sneak is a very good priority. I'm rocking the Life Orb on this thing just because giving that extra amount. And he doesn't have any Ghost types, but usually my Mimikyu is my answer to the Ghost types. Except for the Galarian Corsola. So Galarian Corsola is so bulky. How bulky is it? Anyway, Galarian Corsola is so bulky that I can't one-shot with Mimikyu, and that's a problem. Like, even with Play Rough, even with Shadow Claw, it's not gonna be enough. So I have to. If he brings the Corsola, I'm gonna have to try something. But more likely than not, I can probably get it down enough that I can not one shot, but I can damage the Corsola enough that its Strength Sap attack is not going to do a lot. Yeah, anyway, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw, Play Rough, and Swords Dance. Disguise ability, holding the Life Orb. That's our Mimikyu. That's what I'm super excited about. But next, I was thinking I need something for the Gastrodon. The Gastrodon was going to be a pain in the butt if I didn't get rid of it. So that's why we're bringing our girl, Serena. Serena is going to be our main counter to Rocks, which I know Gastrodon can get. I think someone else can get Rocks. I'm not sure who. Corviknight can get Spikes? I'm not really sure. Oh, Galarian Corsola can get Rocks. Okay, so there are two bonds on his team that can get Rocks, and I need a spinner. I also need something to just get rid of that Gastrodon. So that's where Serena comes in. I think she's gonna put in a lot of work. I have her again a high attack, max attack, max speed, giving her the rapid spin, power whip, U-turn, high jump kick. That should be able to hopefully. I think power whip does one shot the Gastrodon. So that's a good move to have. I have the Queen Majesty on there, trying to, if I can predict the Arcanine's extreme speed and stuff like that, I could probably get in and it nullifies it. Well, I'm not sure. But that's gonna be a good Pokemon to have. I have the heavy duty boots on there just in case we can get her in there safely without having to take any entry hazards. But yeah, and last but not least, we are going to go in with our G-Max Toxtricity. So G-Max Toxtricity is going to be hopefully going to be our late game sweeper. I always see G-Max Toxtricity going to be the main source of cleanup. So if we are in a bind, we can always G-Max Toxtricity, his Max G move, or we can go the Max Poison move. That usually can one-shot the Grimmsnarl if that's in there. I really like it, especially because we have to Dynamax our Pokemon, our Gmax Pokemon, as soon as it enters the battle. So this just kind of makes that okay, this set, because I'm not too worried about it. I have him rocking the choice specs. I don't have a specs user, and he's like my only specially offensive Pokemon on this set. But he's also, again, very, very offensive. Like, this whole team is offensive. I don't have any, if you notice, I don't have any setup. I don't have any type of hazards. I don't have anything except pure attack. Go, go, go. We're going to hit you in the face as hard as we can. That is basically our entire shtick for taking on CHRISMEN. I think it's going to be a really great battle nonetheless, but we're going to have our fight in about half an hour, actually. I don't know when we're going to post this. I'm thinking I'm going to post a video of the last week next week. So, for example, if we're having our battle today, I'm going to be posting this battle video sometime next week, because that'll give us the time that we need to get all the battles in. It'll give me an opportunity to like regulate my upload dates for it, because I want to upload this analysis before I upload the actual battle video, but I want to record it before we actually have the fight. So yeah, so it's going to be a lot. We're going to learn along the process. This is our first time doing this sort of thing, but I'm really, really excited about it. I'm really, really excited to see how this all plays out. But with that, I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe down at the bottom. But with that, a hui ho, and we'll see you in the next video. Shoots!